Hello there, my name's Lizzie. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a simple fingerprint family tree, as you can see here. They're very easy to do and it's a really nice activity to do as a family with your parents, etc., brothers and sisters, and they're really fun to do while you're spending lots of time at home. You don't need many resources for these either. So I'm going to put the camera down now so you can see what we need. So the main thing that we need for this particular tutorial are obviously the fingerprint ink pads. As you can see here, these are quite nice to use and they're not too expensive to buy either. All you have to do is literally use your finger to print with them. This is a little bit messy, so it might be quite fun to obviously get, you know, mum and dad involved as well, brothers and sisters, or whoever you want to really. And it's nice to make one of these, as you can put all the different names and things on them, as you can see here. And I can also show you how to do an illustration of a little bird out of your fingerprint. So, obviously, main thing you need are ink pads. You also will need probably a pencil and maybe a pen to do your tree with. If you want to draw this part yourself, you can, to the base of your tree, or you can ask an adult to help you. But I will show you how to do a simple tree branch before you start putting the prints on. Also maybe have an eraser, like a rubber, in case you make a mistake before doing it in pen. And also you will need either colouring pencils, or you can have pens, whatever you wish, or even pastels to colour in your branch part. And also if you want to do backgrounds of sky or clouds or flowers, whatever else you want to do, grass, etc. So I'm going to use a mixture of felts. These are pro markers, but you can use any sort of ordinary felts that you wish. And I'm going to use some chalk pastel to blend in the branch of my tree a bit better. Also, because it's a bit messy and involves using your hands, I would recommend using some kitchen roll tissue just to kind of, you know, keep it sort of clean, and also some wet wipes, because each time that you do a different print you really ideally want to wipe your finger, otherwise you're going to mix the colours up before you do your fresh print. So make sure that you clean your fingers before. Right, so let's start. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to do a simple tree. Like I said, again, ask an adult for help with this if you prefer. But it doesn't have to be perfect, you just want to get like a very simple sort of branch of a tree. So you don't want too much leaves and things on it, because that's what our fingerprints are going to be, the leaves. So just a few kind of branches stemming off. Okay. So it kind of fills up most of your page. That's it. We want to kind of leave a bit of a gap at the bottom of our page, because that's the bit that we're going to maybe write something nice like family, or whatever you want to write. You can write the year, whatever you want to do. But I think that might be quite nice to put family on there. So there we have our kind of simple outline of a sort of a tree. So that's obviously in pencil, but then if you wanted to go over it in pen, you can. So again, I would recommend using like a black pen possibly to do this. So it just makes it stand out a bit more. So once you're happy with your branches, you can do this. That's it. And another thing that's nice to do while you're working on this is, obviously, depending on how many people you're doing it with, obviously your parents, your siblings, whoever in your family, make sure maybe perhaps that you have separate colours for each person, so you kind of know, you know, what particular print goes with which person by the colour. So for example, mum purple, dad blue, you could be red, brother and sister pink, whatever you want to do. That's why it's quite nice to get a set of ink pads that have a lot of colours in them. So there we have our tree we've gone over in pen, so it stands out better. So also, before we do the prints, I think the prints we will leave till last. I reckon maybe we could add some colour to our tree, to our branch. It doesn't have to be typical tree colours, you know, you could make it a little bit kind of more sort of interesting if you want. So I'm going to do I'm going to use chalk pastel on mine so I can blend in those colours, but you can use any sort of plain pencils, and hopefully you'll have most of these resources at home, and the only thing that you might have to purchase possibly is the ink pads. But you might have them at home. I mean, if you're into arts and crafts, they're quite a common resource to use. That's it. So again, make sure that you're getting help doing this with an adult if you need any help. It can be a bit messy. Okay, so I've created a bit of a nice brownish kind of yellowish base to my tree. And also, if you want to, you can add some grass and things around your tree while you're at this bit. So maybe we can have like some simple, just some grassy verge bits behind our tree, like that, as you can see. Maybe even shade the bottom bit. So again, you can take as much time as you wish on these. They really make it a family project and personalised, which is nice. So we're just doing a quick tutorial today. You could even add things like flowers and stuff. As you can see, some simple flowers along the bottom. You can use either normal felt tips or pencils to colour these. So we could just colour those in. There we go. As you can see here, so we've got a few kind of flowers scattered around there, but you can make yours a lot more detailed than mine and really take some time on it. Right, so we want to make sure that our hands are clean, so maybe go and wash your hands before you do this. Give them a little wipe, like that. And then, like I said before, we're probably going to have separate colours for each person. So say, for example, we're going to start with red. All you're going to do is you don't want to press too hard. You're just going to do simple little fingerprints. And that could be, say, for one person. And you make sure, obviously, you give your fingers a bit of a wipe before doing the next one. So then the next one could be blue, so that could be for somebody else. And obviously, like you see on my finished one, we want to really kind of lay these up, so you're going to really take your time on this, make it look really pretty. So obviously, again, make sure you give your finger a wipe. So then the next person, do their print. Some of them come out a bit lighter, so it might be that you perhaps want to do the print more than once, like that. And it's quite nice to kind of put the colour themes together, so you could have maybe a certain section for yourself, you could have a certain section for mum and dad, nan and granddad, brothers and sisters, cousins, even your pets. Obviously you can't get them to do a fingerprint, but you can do one for them, couldn't you, and put their name on it as they're part of your family. So obviously then after that, if you wanted to, we could create like a little bird or something. So using our pen, again, you could ask an adult for help with this if you want to. On our branch that's kind of sticking out around here, we want to do two little simple lines. Again, if you're not confident with this bit, ask an adult. So two little lines like this, as you can see, like a little swing. And then a little kind of long rectangle, hasn't got to be anything fancy at all, just something like that, as you can see there. And then all you're going to do is choose what colour you want for your bird. So I think I might go for pink. And I would possibly use your thumb for this, so it makes it a bit bigger. And then we are going to put the fingerprint on there. So you might want to go over it again. So we've got quite a nice sort of big print there, depending on how big your thumb is or whoever's doing the bird. And all you do, using your fine liner pen, you can do a little beak, a little eye, and then just some little lines like that. So as you can see there, you've got just a little kind of beak, little eyeball, and some little kind of lines for his tail feathers. And you can do them over the tree if you wanted to. I mean, you can do another one here. So you could have his wings like that, which is quite nice. Do as many as you want for that, really. So again, you would keep going on with your fingerprints, like so you'd have someone's prints here, someone else's prints here, and then you could also write their names on. So you could even have, I don't know, you could be the bird, couldn't you? You could be you down there that says me, and then you could have, I don't know, say your pet somewhere around here, and then you could have mum, dad, and then you could have brothers and sisters here, so you could write brothers. Obviously you would have their names, so because you're going to personalise it, you could have them up here, brothers and sisters, as you can see. And obviously you can really fill this tree up depending how big your family is, so you can make it look really pretty. And then obviously if you want to kind of carry on decorating your background a bit more, you could use your pencils or felts or pastels just to kind of make it look a bit prettier in the background. So we could have like a sky, or we could have some clouds. You could even put like a little butterfly or something in the background. Something like that. Obviously really make it your own. So obviously you've got like some sky and things like that in the background. So then after that, if you wanted to, you could write the bit at the bottom, which is family. So I'd say get quite a thick black pen for this. And all you're going to do you could put family, and then if you wanted to, you could even put the year with a little heart or something like that, as you can see here. So see, mine, you know, needs a little bit more detail because you can make yours look really lovely with the sky and the colours and things, and then you can make it look like this. So yeah, that could be a really nice activity to do as a family. And obviously once you're finished, if you wanted to, you could even put it in a nice frame, like an A4 frame, or laminate it so you keep it safe. Yeah, and that would look really pretty. So I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial, and obviously please keep following the rest of the tutorials on CREATE98, and thank you everybody, take care, goodbye.